Hey everyone, it's Angelica Cole. It's been a while and I've missed you guys. I've been really busy, but I think that it's really important that I come to you today and talk to you about what is going on with May Millete. It's been 14 weeks, or exactly 102 days, without any word from Chula Vista mother of three, May Tabalanza-Millete. Since the last time we spoke, we've had some very chilling information that has come out about this case. First and foremost is the audio recording of what appears to be gunshots coming from the Millete home at approximately 10 p.m. on January 7th, the night that Larry admits that Maya and he had a fight, and the last night that anyone other than Larry spoke to Maya. Please listen to this recording. So as you can hear in this recording, there are 6 what appear to be gunshots, 5 in relative succession, and then a 6th one about 10 or 11 seconds later. And that 3rd shot definitely breaks glass or window of some sort. But what we've had surface in the last couple days was a new audio recording that actually shows that there were 8 total gunshots. The first 6 happen, and then about 30 seconds later, there's a 7th gunshot, and then about 25 seconds later, there's an 8th gunshot. So my audio is not great. I'm going to link to the original video in my description below, but go ahead and take a listen. Rumors state that these possible gunshot sounds were so alarming that several of May's neighbors actually called 911, and it disturbed many of the dogs in the neighborhood who were riled up and barked for quite some time afterwards. Additionally, people who have heard the audio think that they can narrow down the gunshots to a 357 by the sound of the gunshots as they go off. So that's pretty interesting to be able to have somebody who thinks that they feel so strongly about it being not only gunshots, but actually coming from a 357. On top of the gunshots, we've had a lot of chilling information come out from family friend, investigator, and lawyer Billy Little Jr. Billy was hired as a private investigator by the Tabalanza family on January 9th, and he was able to uncover all kinds of important details and information. To just start, Billy was able to obtain entry to the Millete home just days after May went missing, and he was able to make some shocking discoveries in the home. For one, he found that Larry had the house completely airing out, all windows open, and it was not warm enough to have all windows open. He said it was actually pretty chilly in the home. We know that Larry has 3 children and they're very small, so this is definitely a little unusual. Number 2, Billy observed that there were several holes that had been freshly repaired. Billy states that when he asked Larry about the holes, the explanation that he received was just a little strange. He says that Larry also said that they were not freshly repaired holes, even though he could tell that they had been freshly repaired, and that Larry also stated that the holes were made because Maya had punched through, and it did not appear that those holes were at a height level where even Maya, being as short as she was, could punch through. You would have to duck down and essentially punch under the doorknob, as far as I understand. Additionally, he said the patch was about 6 inches by 10 inches. So that's definitely a large hole if you're just punching through a wall. And on top of all that, Billy Little Jr. was also able to confirm that Larry moved a small freezer from his garage over to his Uncle Ricky's garage the weekend that May went missing, to which subsequently Uncle Ricky filled completely to the brim with food, making it really hard to see the bottom of that freezer. On top of the visual discoveries that Billy was able to make in Larry's home, he was also able to verbally verify some things with Larry as well. One of those things that Larry verbally verified inside the home was that he had indeed requested to borrow gun cleaning equipment on the weekend that May went missing. Additionally, he made excuses for why gunpowder residue would also be found on his hand, stating that he had been shooting that weekend. So, both of these things, very suspicious. We know from Larry's own statements that he and May have been having marital trouble for about a year. And according to Billy Little Jr., Larry's behavior has been escalating a lot over the last year. Billy's reports show that Larry had been actively following May's every move for the last year, to the extent of basically stalking her. He was obsessed with the fact that she was having an affair, and he basically monitored her spendings and all of her interactions. He even contacted her supervisor and requested that she be moved away from certain male coworkers without any proof. It's being reported that Larry would text May sometimes hundreds of times a day. He was desperately trying to use religion, sometimes in a very threatening way, and he would involve her family. He would even eventually send her this shocking text with a blood altar. And I think that this was really a tipping point for May, where she kind of saw that she needed to get away. Rumors also state that in December of 2020, just a couple weeks before Maya went missing, that Larry told a friend that he wanted to kill Maya, but that he just had to plan it really well. And then additionally, on a separate occasion, he offered a friend $20,000 in a plan to kill Maya's alleged boyfriend. So, very interesting if those conversations are true. The last major piece of information that came out was from May's sister, Mary Chris, who states that May told her if anything ever happens to her, Larry did it. Please watch this.
Maya's sister says she shared an ominous premonition that something might happen to her, and who would be responsible.
She did said if anything happens to her, it might be her husband.
So while it should be noted that there have been no arrests made in May's disappearance, the red flags do seem to be piling up. And I also think that Larry might regret putting May's sister Mary Chris in charge of the search efforts, because she will not stop until she has answers. So kudos to the Tabalanza family, and our heart and prayers are with you as you go out again and search this weekend. For more information on the searches, please go to the Facebook page, find May/Maya Millete and Maya Milliete's Search Warriors. Thank you for your time, and let's continue to pray that Maya comes home safe. Thanks for watching.